might be surprised to learn that it was none other than Empress Dowager Cixi, a woman famously known in Qing Dynasty history not only for her cruelty, iron-fisted rule, and lavish lifestyle, but also as the first person in China to own an automobile. Though often seen merely as the empress behind the silk screen, Cixi left a unique mark in history with the story of China's first imported car, a curious symbol of the clash between ancient tradition and the rising tide of Western modernity. Ironically, her own conservative and authoritarian nature ultimately led her to abandon the car altogether. A fascinating and contradictory tale, much like the Empress herself. The tale begins in 1901 when Yuan Shikai, a cunning high-ranking official, sought to win Cixi's favor on the occasion of her 60th birthday. He spent a staggering 10,000 taels of silver, an enormous sum at the time, to purchase a second-generation Mercedes-Benz sedan from abroad as a gift. The car, with its black wooden body, yellow wooden wheels and spokes, brass lamps, solid tires, and open-top design, resembled a four-wheeled horse carriage upgraded with a modern twist. Inside, it featured 2 rows of seats. The front row, meant for the driver, could fit only 1 person, while the rear row, designed for passengers, could accommodate 2. Above, a canopy adorned with golden tassels was supported by 4 upright pillars. A 10-horsepower gasoline engine with a horizontal cylinder was cleverly concealed beneath the passenger seat. According to experts, the engine's gearbox transmitted power to the rear axle, enabling a top speed of 19 kilometers per hour. Though far removed from the sleek cars of today, its engine structure, suspension, and transmission system were remarkably advanced, with a value said to exceed that of 10 modern Mercedes combined. Cixi, who had lived a life of opulence, had never encountered such a marvelous foreign invention. She was accustomed to traveling in lavish palanquins or ornate horse-drawn carriages to visit the Summer Palace or the Western Hills. When she first rode the car to tour the Summer Palace, departing from the Forbidden City, her delight was palpable. But that joy was short-lived. Upon noticing that Sun Fuling, her former carriage driver, now sat in front as the car's driver, Cixi flew into a rage. To her, it was intolerable for someone of lower status to sit ahead of her. She ordered Sun Fuling to drive on his knees, heedless of the absurdity of the command. Struggling to comply, Sun Fuling couldn't use his hands in place of his feet to operate the accelerator and brake, nearly causing a major accident. The incident sent the accompanying nobles and officials into a panic, prompting them to kneel and beg Cixi not to endanger herself. In the end, she reluctantly disembarked, returning to her familiar grand palanquin. Her excitement soured. Simply because she couldn't bear the sight of a driver seated in front of her, Cixi gradually lost interest in this extraordinary automobile. It was left to gather dust in the Forbidden City until the Xinhai Revolution broke out. Later, the car was moved to Deheiyuan, near the eastern gate of the Summer Palace, a place where Qing empresses and concubines once watched operas. There, it became part of the exhibition of Qing Dynasty Imperial and royal artifacts, regarded as a rare treasure. This century-old car, still striking with its black wooden body, yellow wheels, and brass lamps, stands as a vivid testament to the cultural crossroads of the early 20th century. Experts consider it China's first imported automobile, and its survival through wars and historical upheavals is nothing short of miraculous. Thus, Empress Dowager Cixi is remembered not only for her ruthless policies and extravagance, but also as China's first car owner. Though she discarded the vehicle due to her stubborn pride, it remains a relic that tells the story of an era in transition, where tradition collided with modernity in the most unexpected way.